Dear student, this video is going to talk about how to pass two parameters of two different types into the template. Then we have a little problem here. When we want to return something from the template function, what type should we return? This is what we are going to do or going to see in this video. Assume that this is the same class. So here we are going to pass 12 and 5.5. So this is integer and this is the float, but it is in double. And then here we have a one float and one integer. In this case, what will happen is the parameters that we pass in this add function will not match with the parameters that this add template function accepts. Because we are using, for example, in this case, it will deduce as integer, then it will be considered to receive two parameters, which is of the type integer, and the return type also integer. So in our case, we are passing one parameter as integer and another as a floating point. So this will give you the compilation error. So I'm going to show you this. Okay, so you see here, add does not match the argument list. That is what it says. Okay. So in this case, how are we going to solve it? Here, we can add one more parameter, type name T2, and we pass T1 and T2 type. Then we have to return either T1 or T2. So how to determine? Okay, that is the question. So either we have to use this T1 or T2. So in this case, what will happen? Okay, so the compilation error is removed, but when you compile it, there is no error, but there is a warning. In this case, what does it say? The return type conversion from T1, T2 to T1 possible loss of data. How does it arrive at? So when you are passing this, okay, this is the integer. So first integer type is the return type is T1, right? But in this case, the return type will be integer plus float will be float. So in this case, it is trying to return float, but actual return type it deduced is integer. So in this case, it has to make the conversion from float to integer. So that is why you get this warning. So how can we solve it? We can solve by another way. For example, we can also add type name return. Return type also you can add it as a one type. Okay. So in this case, what does it mean? So we need to add here. I am going to add this float double, and the return type is double. So in this case, what am I going to do? Here, float, integer, and float. So now you will not get any compilation warning or error. On the other hand, when we run it, what do we get? It gives you right here. 12, 5.5, 17.5, and 12.5 plus 15.67 is 27.5. Wrong, actually, because the reason is, okay, I have I have given on value here 12.5. Now it is 27.5. So this is what we expect. This is the right answer. So hence, in this case, what happens is, so basically what we are trying to do here is, we are passing three types, type 1, type 2, and type name, return type. And the return type, we put it as a return type as itself. And to the type as a T1 and T2 as the two parameter type. So the return type will be the right one. In this case, for example, if you are going to give this as integer, then we have another problem. The reason is it will give you the var. Again, the same var. So apart from this, how can, okay, now in this case, you see you are passing three types. One is for T1, T2, and return type. But I do not want to pass all these types, but instead, I just want to pass only the return type. So in this case, how can we accomplish it? Just we change the order. So here, what happens is we just need to pass the return type. Rest of the parameters will be deduced by the parameters we are passing through to the template. So now again, we are going to build. No error. So now I am going to. So in this class, what we notify is, okay, basically here we understand 3 points. One is we can actually pass as many type name as parameter for the template. So in this case, we also note down the new concept that we can actually, we don't need to pass all the types to the, when we are calling the instantiating the template function. Instead, we can also pass partial types, okay, partial. In this case, we just, instead of passing all the three type names, we are passing only the first parameter, and the rest of them will be deduced by the parameter we pass to the template. Okay, so this is the new concept. So this is what we follow throughout the template function. So basically, most of the time, it will, when you have a template function, then the compiler itself will try to solve as many parameters as possible through the deduction process or resolution process. See you then next time. Bye.